Hey everybody, welcome back to Matt's Ice Cream Show. We are back on our quest to try all the ice cream world has to offer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome new fans, and of course, welcome old fans. If you're not already subscribed, press that subscription button. So look, just moved to the Raleigh, North Carolina area. So some things might be off. I feel like I say that every 3 months. Not the moving, but some things might be off. The lighting might be a little off. I feel like my voice is projecting a little differently. It just sounds different to my ears. But anywho, today we're doing the bettergoods Italian crafted salted caramel peanut butter crunch gelato. So as many of you know, there's different types of ice cream world items. I call them ice cream world because they're not all considered FDA standard ice cream. So in order to be considered FDA standard by the American government, it has to be over 10% fat. They add egg to it. It has to be a certain amount of egg per density pound, whatever. Can't remember the exact amount. Has to have less than 100% overrun or air whipped into it. And there's a few other small things that denote it being specifically ice cream. Other things are like frozen custard, frozen dairy desserts, popsicles, like like maybe sorbets. Let's see. And then, of course, gelato. Gelato is very similar. And in fact, it's maybe more similar to soft serve than actual ice cream. So gelato typically has, I believe, 4 to 9% fat content. Has much less air whipped into it. So it's very dense and it's more flavor forward. Also, it originally comes from Italy. So, and also, I don't think it has egg, at least in most of them. So anyway, I have seen this brand a few times. Apparently, according to my phone here, the bettergoods brand is a new premium private brand from Walmart. So this is supposed to be a little bit better, a higher quality. Premium typically is that third tier. There's 4 or 5 tiers depending on how you look at it. Economy, average, premium, super premium, and in my opinion, artisan. I would imagine by using premium, they're not just referring to that third tier. They're attempting to insinuate it's like high quality, and I don't doubt that it is, but we're going to try it out. So this, like I said, the Italian crafted salted caramel peanut butter crunch gelato with rich caramel sauce and a sweet crunchy peanut butter pieces For the calorie conscious crowd, warning, it may contain peanuts, it says it on the front, but anywho, this is 3 servings of 260 calories per serving, which adds up to 780. I don't know. Somebody help me out. Also, they got this nice little piece of tape right here so you can tell if the seal's broken. So I'm actually a big fan of gelato. Usually on the show, I don't know if we've done any other brands of gelato outside of Talente. Maybe one other brand, but anywho, you did. Looks really nice. You can tell right here. Feel it. So a gelato also is served at a different temperature, typically a little bit lower temperature. It's a little bit softer as opposed to American standard ice cream. So anywho, let's go ahead and jump into it. As you can see, right away, salted caramel peanut butter. Let's see. Well, yeah, I was gonna say the salted caramel sticks out right away. As you get down a little bit further in, the salted caramel peanut butter, has a light hit of peanut butter at the top, and that caramel, deeper as you go. You did. Nice caramel to it, although I would say maybe not quite as caramel forward as I would like. It's certainly there as far as the caramel taste, but to me it tastes a little less organic. In other words, cheaper flavors. Usually when I say organic, I'm referring to better quality flavors. I understand what organic means, but you can taste if they used grass-fed or more natural ingredients as opposed to a more higher quality, as opposed to a more lower quality, cheaper ingredient. The peanut butter crunch, I guess, is in here. Crunchy peanut butter pieces. Also, you can see all these ingredients on the back. So it is a little bit higher quality, certainly for Walmart, but I don't know that I would consider it to be premium. So I'm going through this, and as you can see, it's kind of layered in two sections. The peanut butter at the top, and then the caramel as you get towards the bottom. I haven't found the crunchy peanut butter pieces yet. Oh, here we are. Maybe at the very, very bottom. You can kind of see them right here. Let's see if there's anything in there. Yeah, they are there. But I would say again, it's like it's definitely not a higher quality peanut or peanut butter in my opinion. Kind of a little bland. Not very good salt hit. I like it a little bit saltier, a little bit sweeter. Overall, I mean, look, this is not bad. I just don't know that I can label it premium. But anyway, let's go ahead and give it a rating. It's good, but I'm not super excited about it. It was a little bit more expensive for a Walmart brand than I like to pay, but I think that's what they're trying to go for with the better goods. They're trying to insinuate that this is something higher quality. Scale of 1 to 110 points, grading scale. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. They called it premium. I didn't. Okay, I would give it like an average scale rating, that second tier. If they had just called it, if they didn't put premium in the name, or I'm sorry, on the website, an attempt to insinuate it was like higher quality brand, I may give it a better rating. But because I think it's average and they attempted to insinuate that it's something better, scale of 1 to 110 point grading scale. I might give like an 83. I'll tell you why. Okay, look, it's good. If you're looking for something to scratch that itch, if you're looking for gelato, if you're looking for something that's sweet, nice little hit, that's gonna not be too expensive and still kind of get the job done, this is what you're gonna like this. But the salted caramel is just, it's there, but it's nothing special. And it kind of tastes a little more, we'll say not as organic or not as higher quality ingredient as I would like. And again, I realize those are two different things. But the peanut butter crunch, it's there, but again, not that great. The peanuts aren't the best quality peanuts. They don't have the greatest salt hit, and they don't really bring out the flavor. And if you're gonna write salted caramel peanut butter, peanut crunch, that's kind of the star of the show, and it doesn't really perform very well, if you will. But seriously, so I'll give it like an 83. We'll go like a B minus. Is it good? Is it something I would eat again? Sure. Is it worth the price? I don't recall what the exact price is, but I believe it was right around $5. I don't know that I think that it is. I mean, if you're going to pay that amount, you know, and I'm not trying to say like bash the brand, you might as well just get something like Talente, because it's a little bit more expensive, but you're going to get better bang for your buck, in my opinion. But anyway, you guys go out and check it out. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments below. Let me know if there are any other flavors from this brand you'd like me to try, and any other brands with similar flavors you'd like me to try. Also, while you're there, what'd you think about last ice cream? I thought it was pretty good. I say that because they're often regional or seasonal or limited edition. I have trouble finding them. This is something I just found recently. I know you have trouble finding them. Love talking to you guys in the comments of prior videos when you find those ice creams and gelatos and etc. Love talking in comments to this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tell your friends, tell your family. The salted caramel peanut butter, or sorry, I keep saying peanut butter, peanut crunch gelato. Again, it is good, 83. But it's not that great in my opinion, especially for what they claimed it to be via the Walmart website. So I'm going to shut up now. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. See you next time, guys.